Then we come to the other polar opposite of the pragmatism bypass, and that is everything is one. All is one, yeah. There is no two. We are all interconnected with everything. Yes, that is true. At the highest level of attainment, that is true. Till that time, it is just pure and simple bullshit. And not only bullshit, bullshit so fresh it hasn't hit the ground as yet, Whenever I hear people say this all is one business, I'm like, what? If you are in that all is one state, you know what happens? You can't bear clothes. Your clothes will feel like a restriction to you. Now, this is a magnificent way of avoiding any kind of engagement or any kind of responsibility. All is one. Whatever is needed will spontaneously arise like mushrooms after the rain or algae or, you know, yeah. It's a very good way to excuse your cowardice because all is one. After all, that person is also only me. So, I don't have to confront and challenge and arrest and put up in prison. All is one. I don't have to make a value judgment that is my society better or worse than other societies because all is one. And some societies are certainly better than other societies. We should not pretend it is not so. This is the worst kind of spiritual laziness. I will go deeper. It is the worst kind of spiritual denial. Only enlightened people are allowed to say the all is one. If you are not enlightened, shut up. You are not allowed to say all is one. There was very funny line, which movie I don't remember. Woody Allen says, I never really understood the people feeling connected to nature. I'm always two with nature. he feels he never feels that he has merged. And see, a large part of the bypass is because people don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to put in the effort, they don't want to put in the mile, they don't want to put in the years of sadhana. Yoga doesn't lie to you. When you come in, they say 13 years, are you willing to invest in this? But that other place, they give it over the weekend or or in like 2 years. Yoga is very clear about it. It takes 13 years to completely transform a person, to completely transform the karma, to bring that person to that, and no guarantee over there, but 13 years is normal. Now, bypassing is usually because people don't want to accept that we have so much trouble within ourselves. We have so much pain within ourselves, so much sorrow, suffering, damaged parts of our psyche, immature parts. In so many ways we are less because all is one and all is perfect also. No? So, that is so bypassing very often is simple refusal to look at reality in the eye. That's all it is. And laziness. Laziness is also actually at its core, laziness is about not accepting reality. That this much needs to be done, the lazy person refuses to accept it. Because a person accepts this much needs to be done and is doing it, you would never call that person lazy. At its core, laziness is always about a refusal to accept reality. So the all is one bypass is very easy actually to demolish, because they are not. Now we come to the more dangerous one, not just all is one, non-duality. Now this, as you know, I get, my anger goes up very strongly when I hear this. This is one of the commonest spiritual delusions that people get into, that we are doing non-dualism. Yeah, they can't say Advaita properly, which is what non-dual means. They can't say Atma Vichara properly. They can't say Viveka Chudamani properly, which is like the ultimate text on the matter, but they are all in non-duality. Now, non-dual bypass is very, very popular all over the world. People actually come and sit in Tiruvannamalai. In India, in Tamil Nadu, people come from abroad and have the cheek to teach non-dualism, and we are a tolerant people. We don't go with torches and dandas and burn the whole thing over the head. We are like, let them be. Everybody is moving at his own path, let it be. People have the cheek to come to India in Tamil Nadu, yeah. In Tiruvannamalai, they sit and they teach non-dualism. Now, obviously, they will teach non-dualism because none of the people are going to do any damn sadhana at all. Non-dualism is the most popular amongst people who do not like to do processes. People who do not want to put in the work, non-dualism. The script is already in the can. Yeah? That is not non-dualism. That is something called being an ajivika. We had those people in India. They were hardcore fatalists, in that there is nothing you can do, good or bad, which is not already fated by karma. So don't give yourself any grief about it. That was, of course, very, very popular with the ruling classes, because every king likes to be told that when I massacre people, it is because I was fated to do so. I don't need to give myself any pain and suffering over it. Or when I see somebody's money or his wife, that is also because I was fated to do it. So the way this non-dualism comes is not even Advaita. Because Advaita has the problem, it requires brains. It requires real hard work. You got to read Adi Shankara on the matter, you got to go to the Upanishads. All that is work, we have to work, we are spiritual. Non-dualism. One of life's great tragedies, for me actually it's quite amusing also, is watching these non-dual teachers satsang tapes, because they have these people, they have these really sad people trying, really wanting to move and grow. They don't have the equipment up here to do Atma Vichara. And the teacher knows nothing else. He has nothing except self-inquiry to pray. He does not know how to give any other kind of sadhana to these people. You just put them into 1 year of asana and pranayama, they would go rocketing. But because it's all I have to say is that the minute I hear the word non-dual, I zone out nowadays. I'm like, okay, bypass. That's not real, genuine spiritual. It's different if it is a hardcore Vedanti who's talking from the text or something, and he never says non-dual, he always says Advaita. Non-dual sunte hi I know what is going on. It is it's tragic. It's really, really tragic. But okay, that is part of the game. That is part of the fun. That is part of the Maya. But don't fall for that. Don't fall for that whole thing of there is one unitary consciousness and all that. That is not easy to attain. It requires tremendously hard work. I'm not saying all non-dual schools are like that, but most non-dual schools, the teaching is there is no need to work. Everything is already there. You just need to wake up to that fact. They are never going to wake up to that fact. Because only people who are born enlightened wake up to that fact. Okay.